We're going to do a demo quickly on our sterile gloving. You will be watching Evolve videos about putting on sterile gloves, but we wanted to show you just quickly how we're going to be looking at you guys putting gloves on in class. So you're going to need your glove packet from your supply bag, just one, and you're going to need one gauze or surgical sponge. And we're going to use this as our sterile field. You're going to prepare by cleaning our hands. And when you review the principles of sterility, you're going to realize once we put the gloves on, we can't touch anything that's not sterile. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my sterile field by using my little gauze as the example. So I'm going to grab no greater than 1 inch of the border as I'm opening it. And you're going to want to open it slowly so the gauze doesn't fly all over the place. Alright, and you want to straighten it out because if the flap falls back over the gauze, you've contaminated it. So I do want to set this out of the way. You can see I'm only touching the border. I'm not touching the gauze or anywhere where the gauze is in contact with. Get that out of my way. And then I'm going to open my gloves. Your sterile gloves come in an outside package that you won't need. You can remove, toss it away, and then open your glove packet. And you're going to want to open the flaps of the glove packet really well so they don't flip back over on themselves, again contaminating your sterile area. So I'm going to grab the 2 flaps that open up the glove packet and straighten the whole thing out. See, I'm only touching the 1 inch border around the edges. Now, in some videos and readings it says to use your dominant hand or non-dominant. To me it's whatever you're comfortable with. But what I'm going to do is touch the inside of the glove when I start putting the gloves on. We can't touch the outside of the gloves unless we're touching it with something sterile. So I'm going to grab the inside cuff because the cuff is folded over on all of our gloves. And I'm going to get my hand in without touching the outside. These very small gloves, and you can see I'm still not touching the outside surface. If this doesn't straighten all the way up, I don't care. That's good enough. Now this glove can touch anywhere in this sterile field because sterile can touch sterile, but I'm going to want this hand not touching the outside. So what I'm going to do with this hand is grab under the cuff. And keeping my fingers away from the sterile glove, and get them all the way in and let go. Again, it's not pulled down nicely. Don't worry about it. We're not doing surgery right now. So now sterile can touch sterile. I can go over, do my whatever sterile procedure. In this case, I'm going to reach into my sterile field, grab this sterile gauze, do something with it, and then I'm done. Once I touch something, it's contaminated. So then the outside of my gloves are contaminated and dirty. I have to take them off a certain way. I'm going to then take the palm of the glove without going under because I don't want to touch dirty stuff on my gloves to my skin. I'm going to remove it, take it all into this. Now I can go under this where my hand can touch because I don't want to touch whatever's on the glove. And then discard. Voila.